what did exactly, in your opinion, do women look for in a man?
So we were touching on this a little bit earlier, because it's like, it's not just the look, it's not just the status, it's not just the money, it's literally the total presentation as a man, I think, right? And so they're all just attributes at the end of the day. There's a minimum threshold for these attributes. You're a 1 here, but you're a 10 here. It's like, nah, there's still minimum thresholds.
Right. If the Hunchback of Notre Dame got a Lambo, he's still not getting bitches. Right?
Exactly.
All right. So it's like, like a video game, and different characters have they
different
show their power levels. Yeah. And then like some are maxed out here, some are strong, 100%. Some are fast.
That's how I see all these influencers. I'm like, okay, he got that, but he got that, he got that. Yeah.
Well, I guess it would be like wherever the amount of strength you have in each attribute, right? It gives you like a total, right? And you got to be above 100%. A certain total.
And then we're also looking at the environment, because attraction and value is perception. Online dating, I mean, where's the perception? It's really in your look, in your pictures.
Yeah.
It's just, she don't give a fuck about your bio if you're ugly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, she's not even.
That's just the means of her possibly starting a conversation. So in that kind of environment, the value is in the photo. If we look at somebody like Dan Bilzerian, the value is in this lifestyle, this status.
He's got that maxed out.
He's like 15 out of 10. So when you put him in that environment where there's 10 other women chasing, and you got girls in there that are going in with this expectation, this perception of him. I mean, that's why his book's called The Setup. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he just set up that environment.
But he's still not gruesome, right? You know what I'm saying? He's in great shape. You know, 100%. You can't be gruesome.
Which is why you should work on all of it.
But let me ask you a question. If you could, if you knew there was one you could like max out, would you lean into that more? If it's a super beautiful motherfucker, should he lean into that? If it's a motherfucker who's got a bunch of disposable income, should he lean into that? You know, like
100%. Well, that comes more into long-term crafting a lifestyle that's going to get you to your end goal. You can't set up Dan Bilzerian's setup overnight. That's a long-term play. Yeah. And a lot of dudes, that is their strategy. It's like Michael Sartain's really big into social circle and positioning himself around a lot of women. Yeah. I mean, that's absolutely effective too.
Yeah.
But my philosophy is like, if you have an opportunity in one of them and you want to lean into that based on your lifestyle and your goals, like by all means do that. Because I do think online dating, if you got the look and you already have the profile prime, you could set up a funnel that's delivering quality women that could get you on dates. And if that's all you want is like, I just want to go on some dates to meet a girl, that's great.
All this shit sounds like a lot of work to me. I'm glad I got a girlfriend, because when I get you guys on, because Austin Dunham was on here, he was talking about like the science. This motherfucker's like a mad science.
I watched the episode with Austin.
Like man, if Austin would have used this power, he could have like cured cancer or something. If he put that same amount of energy into curing cancer, he could have cured cancer, but instead he cured online dating. What are the attributes that matter?
Yeah, so I would say there actually is some truth to looks, money, status.
Looks, money. That's what I've always.
I would say it's looks, money, status, game.
Looks, money, status, game. Explain the game part.
That's your communication, your confidence, your charisma. What a lot of dudes would argue though is you got the looks, you got the money, you got the status. Well, then you have the game. But to me, I don't agree with that, because how are you going to get all of those things and be that successful with all of those things if you don't have some level of confidence and social skill and charisma?
It's difficult to get the status without the game. I mean, unless your status comes from like maybe like a tech nerd, he fucking made some shit.
But I would argue that dude is going to end up losing the girl long term, or he's not going to be in a happy relationship because he doesn't understand male to female dynamics to some degree. Which only comes from the experience of like going on dates, interacting with women, social confidence, and that's what game is really.
What it is like if you're playing a video game, some characters are stronger, some are faster, some maybe can jump higher. Right. You can win with any character.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So like, a lot of the dating coaches will tell you, some will say it's just looks, money, status. Some will say it's just looks. Like you focus on looks. Some will say it's just game. When Luke was doing it, was just all status. Like was it
well, the fact that all of these dudes are doing one lane and being successful indicates that they're all important.
They all work, right?
You know what I'm saying?
If you lacking in any of them, you got to be so much better in there, right? So, but it'd be
the
better
with thresholds,
Like if you super broke, you better be a fucking beautiful motherfucker, right? You know what I'm saying? Like if you borderline homeless, you better be beautiful if you want to get some fucking girls. And if you gruesome, you better have a bunch of cash. I think it's easier to try to get better at all four of these things.
Why not work on all of them? I don't get it.
It's easier to get better at all four of these things than it is to be so good at one of them that the other ones don't matter.
And I think that's the problem with a lot of, even with the RSD stuff. Like, I don't think it was, I don't know if it was a marketing strategy. I don't know what it was, but like, I do think there hasn't been enough on the pickup, technical, nerdy pickup guys. I don't think it was emphasized enough about the other areas, and it was solely about the game.
It was working, right? It was working. It was working for them.
Yeah.
And obviously I'm biased because those are the homies, right? So it was working for them. You know what I'm saying? It was working for the guys that coaches, and it was working for the coaches.
But then you got to really go crazy with it to be at that high of a level. You know
that's what I'm saying. That's why I say it's difficult.
Right.
It's more difficult to be
all out in one. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that's why I'm really not. I'm not running the streets every day on some approach frenzy. I put in 30, 45 minutes a day, and that's part of my walk and getting sunlight at the same time. Or if I'm actually about my day to day, like I was leaving the barber yesterday, there was a hot girl down the street, I went up and said, what's up?
And that's how you work on the game part, just the socials part.
Yeah.
Right. So
I don't even think I need to do that at this point. I do it because I want to be connected to the clients. I want to be able to help them. And I'm just passionate about the philosophy itself. And I'm not going to tell somebody to do some shit I'm not fucking doing.
Yeah.
In my program, I'm telling you do some shit that I don't fucking do. Fuck that.
Yeah.
That's stupid. I got to be going harder than you if you're going to fucking follow me.
Yeah, man. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Dude, you got to make the habits every day to build all of these.
Yeah.
Like, if you're working, well, dude, like, what's your diet looking like? What's your morning routine looking like? What's your fitness journey looking like? What do you look like physically? Like, you should be building that shit up.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm so big on talking to people in your day-to-day, because that's what's going to make you friends. That's what's going to give you the confidence to get that position at work.
Yeah.
That's how you're going to build that network. That's how you're going to get the girls anyway. So I'm not running around approaching people to get the girl. I already got the girl. I do it because for me, that's what gave me that fucking boost of social confidence to just go into any environment, or for me to walk into the podcast room and I'm on the Uber here like, yo, this is fucking dope. I'm doing the podcast with Brandon Carter. I was watching this dude 12 years ago, and I'm not nervous though. I'm walking here like, yo, I haven't been on a podcast before. I'm walking into the podcast like, fuck yeah, like I'm that guy. Like, let's do this shit.
Because you practice your social skills.
So like I walked in here like it was a trip on the Uber. I was like, yo, I would have imagined I would be nervous, but I was like, why would I be nervous? I'm that fucking guy doing this shit. Like, it makes sense, So when you're hitting your goals and you stacking those wins throughout the day, your diet's on point, your fitness is on point, you look good, you can communicate good, you're doing all of these things, man. Like, that's why I'm so passionate about it. It's the catalyst for changing your fucking life.
If you don't improve all four of them and you focus on one, there's an energy. It can work, but there's an energy in there where it's like, it's subtle. I mean, not everybody pick it up, but it's subtle. It's like, oh, he's compensating. I don't know if I'm saying,
I get what you mean, though.
For example, I saw this one clip of this dude. He's super wealthy, right? But he's also kind of fat, kind of chubby, and he was wearing a Richard Mille. He was saying, yeah, guys at my level, we don't really wear Rolexes. I was like, damn, man, like you really compensating. You know what I'm saying? And I got what he was saying, right? Because I got an RM and I got shit, and sometimes it's difficult for me to when am I going to wear the Rolex? I understood what he was saying, but the energy was more like he was trying to fucking flex to. I know I gotta show that I'm wealthier than everyone, and I'm not saying you can't be successful with that strategy, but there's a weirdness about it, It's kind of like you see this in fitness.
It's a form of qualifying, honestly. It's like
qualifying yourself.
Even though it's a brag, it's like you're indirectly kind of qualifying.
Yeah.
It's like what it is.
But if you improve on all four of these things. Or on all aspects of your life, if you're more well-rounded, you don't have to overcompensate with something.
100%,
and it has more genuine energy that people find attractive.
100%. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm one of the most humble dudes. I don't brag about this.
You're not more humble than me. I'm the most humble. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't talk about it that much, right? Because I'll never talk about it because I'm better than that. Hey. But I'm like a god of humility.
No, it's an important, I think, characteristic.
You're one of the most humble guys.
I'm the most. Did I claim I'm the most? I didn't mean I'm the most. I'm so humble, I ain't even claiming the most humble. This is just tying into philosophy of like, yo, you got to really be that guy on all levels, and what you do daily, your daily habits are gonna dictate who the fuck you become.
Your daily habits. Okay, real quickly, because we running out of time. What can someone do if they want to improve their looks? Because we said looks, money, status, charisma, right? That's basically what we said.
I would say most dudes, they just need to get more lean. Like on the most simplistic level, like get lean.
Get lean, man.
Unless you're the super scrawny pipsqueak turd dude.
And put on some muscle.
Yeah, on a simplistic level, like that one thing is life changing.
Yeah.
I was fat like 9 months ago. No, it was like a year ago.
Jesus.
Last May I was fat. Gross. I was up to like 198.
How tall?
I was on a bulk, 5'8". Yeah, just to give you some perspective, I'm like 171 right now. I was 30 pounds up.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, even me, like I got to that point because business is good. I'm helping the clients. I'm with my girl. I got all this shit going on. I'm bulking is what was the self-talk.
Yeah.
Because I still looked okay, with the t-shirt on. I was filling out my t-shirt. But I saw some pictures of me in Miami. We were on a boat, and I was like, damn, bro, like I got fucking fat.
So lose weight.
Yeah,
right.
I feel a lot more confident socially. The way I carry myself, the way I look, it feels good.
You have to like I'm telling you, man. Guys who know they could be in better shape. Yeah. They overcompensate in certain ways. Looks, money, status. What would you say with money, man? What do you tell these guys?
I mean, for money, you got to get your money up. But
I wouldn't some kind of way, man.
Yeah. See, the thing is, like when I help guys, it's you come into the program. I'm not a business coach, but I really, really believe in business coaching and mentorship on all levels. So it's like if that's the thing, I think dudes just ain't working enough.
Just
like even if you don't got a high income skill set, just start working towards that. But work more, dude. If you need to, and understand, like you gotta
don't try to. What you gonna get a girl? You think if you're broke, you got to be so much better in all these other things, right?
It's the attributes.
Just get some money. It's not that difficult, man. Like you can fucking drive Uber. You know what I'm saying? Like
you drive Uber and talk to the people in the fucking car while you're driving them around. Practice the skill set. Exactly. I have clients that do that because Uber, you can record the fucking. They're bringing the Uber interaction to the call.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, yo, let's hear your conversation skills.
Yo, let's go. All right, so fucking work more. I say that shit all the time. Yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah, I know you're big on that too.
Yeah,
you were working like 3 jobs back in the day, right? Four jobs. Goddamn.
Well, it was during the recession. Work more. Looks, money, status. How would you have a guy improve his status?
Yeah. So again, short term, long term. Long term is like you really want to build up a following, or you want to put yourself in a position where like you have a lot of social proof. That's like I think what most dudes think about when they think status. Is like I got a big ass following, Dan Bilzerian or Michael Sartain type status.
You said that was short term? I feel like
I said that was long.
Oh, that's long. That's long.
Yeah. Short term though, we already discussed the online dating, like literally just having a good look and high quality photos for online, whether that's like dating apps or Instagram. That actually does portray some level of status. Like super short term, but it does separate you to an extent. I would also say short term is the environments you're going to consistently and having the people fucking know who you are and being cool with you.
Make friends with the people you go with. Like that, you can have like a local status. Instead, you might not be able to get global status, but a local status, anybody can do that.
Yeah, dudes hear status and they think global.
Yeah,
and I'm like, bro, you're in fucking Michigan. Like, let's get some local status going by starting conversations with the people you see in your day to day, bro.
Yo, if you go to the gym the same time, you're probably gonna see similar people there all the time. Bro. And if you become cool with those people, like just before you say what's up, then you got local status.
It starts with saying things to people in passing. At the gym too. What's up, dude?
At the gym.
The next time you say, hey, bro, what's going on? How's your workout going?
I swear to God, if you went to CVS with me right now, like they don't know I'm a YouTuber, right? Because it's all women in there and it's all guys watching this. If you're watching this, you're a guy, right? That's how I know. You're a guy. That's how you know I'm right. And and they don't know that I'm a fucking YouTuber or fucking, they don't know I got 1 million Instagram followers and 1 million Facebook followers and millions of dollars. They don't know, right? They just think, but they know me, like all the workers, because I'm cool with them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's also just a good way to live. It just to be fucking nice and friendly to everyone.
And then you're in the social flow anyway, because when you go to the gym, you crack a joke with your boy. Like the dudes that are home all the time, you don't talk to anybody. You're never in a social flow. You start talking to people in your day to day. That practice is a certain skill set. Then you start talking to the people consistently in the environments you're going to. That builds up friendships and status. That's how I built it up in my own. When I was living in my mom's basement, I would go to the gym, and everybody they were calling me the fucking mayor at the gym. Yo, you're like the mayor here.
Local status.
Dude, I'm just working on my social skills, you know.
And then if you're going to date to one of these places, right?
Well, that's what would happen is that all the dudes knew me, and then I would start getting eye contact from some of the girls.
Because who's this guy that everyone knows? He's the man here.
Straight up. Not even fabricating that story. Like I knew a lot of the people at the gym. They called me the mayor at the gym, and I would go into the gym. You're still training, but you're starting conversations. For sure. And then there's the girl that you don't know yet, and she sees you being social, and so it's not a big jump for me to talk from here to here and then pivot over to here. It's like, hey, what's up? How you doing?
And if she sees you talking to everybody, it's not weird when you say hi to her.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's all pre-selection and social proof is everything with women. They need to be able to look at a dude in an environment and is he a threat? Is he popular? Is he confident? Is he social? Is he friendly? A look is part of that because it does give off some kind of honest signal. Most do, if you're tall and you're good looking, it instinctually we can assume certain characteristic traits about you. That's why it would get you in the door. If we start communicating with you and you're not those things, you don't got the game, you don't got the swag.
So the charisma can boost your status. They work together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like they all work together. Like the beauty of it, they all help each other to make some more money, maybe get a job if you meet more people, networking, higher paying job, better position, business ideas, business partners. Yeah. This
it's all hand in hand.
It all works together.
Yeah,
it all works together. Yeah,
that's why the communication, the confidence, in my opinion, is very crucial.
Yo,
you know,
listen.
unless you're born into some of these, not born in, but some dudes get handed some of these things to get job opportunities, get some level of status from a craft. But if you're not any of that shit and you're low level dude, like you need it. You 100% need it.
Oh, it definitely helps, man.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm hiring somebody, I'm gonna pick them, and all things being equal, I'm gonna pick the most charismatic because he'll get along better within the organization.
I don't even need to say the philosophy. Brandon was going out at 17 talking to 5 girls a day. Mic drop, live over. Like, honestly.
Yeah, no, I mean,
and you're talking to everybody in your day to day.
Yo, man, straight up. Yo, my girl, she thinks it's super strange because she's a New Yorker, right? So, you know how New Yorkers are. But I say hi to like everybody. I say what's up to everybody. I'm like, everywhere I go.
Yeah. And you were doing the fucking rap battles, even though that was, rap battles, you know, there was a side benefit interest to do that shit, which is cool too. But like, that is social pressure. That built social confidence. Like, if you didn't do any of that shit and you're like, I want to do fitness, let me just work on my look. Bro, I connected with you on YouTube because you would make me laugh 12 years ago. I saw this dude, I'm eating a Domino's pizza after a full day of fasting. I'm like, yo, but this dude's funny. Come on to the thing, like, what up? That's why I liked you, you know?
Well, thank you.
I wasn't like, this dude really worked on his look. I mean, yeah, you had the physique, but like,
I would listen, especially in the beginning. There was guys way better shape than me in the beginning. It took me a minute to really build up. I look at some of the mobiles like, hey, how did this motherfucker think that he could be a fucking fitness influencer? I look at like that's what I do think about when I see some of the mobiles. We were about to end it, but you started giving me compliments, so I was like, you know, we can go a little later.